Hello everybody who is watching, very welcome to this video of the energy of the year 2021, the new year that's coming after the bizarre year of 2020. Well, the first question I would ask myself, my name is Marianne van der Schilde and I give you my pictures of the energy, my images and my interpretation of it, and I hope to inspire you a little bit or maybe give you a little bit of comfort and trust in the future. I don't know. It's up to you what you hear in the reading. And when I started reading, the first question I ask is what will happen in the United States? Because there's a lot going on there with the president elections and the soon to be installed new president, and will that go on as it seems, or will there still be things changing? Because of course America is the leading power of the world. It has been for a long time, and so it's quite important what happens there, and maybe it gives a hint of what happens bigger in the bigger picture. Well, what I see is that it's not so important. Many things will happen, maybe unexpected. And actually, the fact that it was the leading power of the world may be an old paradigm. Maybe there will be a new paradigm with a different division of power. Because the image that I see mainly right now is a picture of the planet, like a round sphere, and I see the surface of the planet and I see a lot of debris on the surface. It's like all the buildings have collapsed and there's a lot of mess left. And the buildings that collapsed give the direction. They stand for the structures that have fallen apart. All structures have fallen apart. And it seems to be some sort of a slow motion action, like all structures have fallen apart, but in the material reality around us, we don't see that yet. We see things are still unfolding and we are still waiting for what happens next. But in the energy, in a higher level, it already happened. Or maybe you could say below the surface, it already happened. But we don't all see it yet. But that will come pretty soon. Yeah, it's like the end game has to be played until the end and then it's over, and then we look around and all we see is debris. A big mess, a chaotic whole of collapsed structures. Wow. And to me it seems like the surface of the planet is actually the place where the hologram is projected on. So it's kind of a movie that's coming to an end. The end game is actually the end of the movie. And the movie is called The Old Earth. The Old Gaia. What we did with Gaia. What happened? What happened with Gaia? That would be a good title. And what I see is that the film is over. And there are the end titles, and it ended well. What the film was about has happened in the way we wanted it to happen. And what do I mean by that? Well, I see these pictures more often and I explain them more often in videos. This hologram, this film of planet Earth, is made by us. It's not made by certain dark forces. As some people say, it's forced upon us. That's not what I see. I see that we made this hologram situation so that we could do something. It's like we took the situation and isolated it so we could heal the situation and then place it back in the whole of the planet. So like there is a bigger planet, another planet Earth, the real planet, and this is the copy of it, where we are trying to heal a part that is not whole in the bigger planet. So what happened in the planet, in the real planet Earth, in the source planet, or how you would like to call it, something happened because we didn't pay attention. The dark force was getting out of control. It was multiplying much more than it should, and it was kind of taking over. It was getting darker. And to heal that, to neutralize this dark force, we created the hologram, and that's what we are doing right now. What we actually have succeeded in, neutralizing the dark force that was out of control. So it's neutralized, it worked. But what the dark force is very good at, and what it does and did, was manipulate us, use mind control to make us forget what we were planning, what we did this for, what the goal was of this hologram, what the goal was of our presence here. We forgot. Somewhere we remember, but mainly we don't really know. So that was the hard part. So this dark force was not very easy to neutralize. We had to remember enough to be able to do it. But we did, we managed. Okay, and of course we are not really done yet in our 3D reality, and we have to keep going and keep remembering as much as we can. So what is the picture that I see for that? Well, it's you or me, an individual, standing on the planet, looking around. So you in your small world, your own world, looking around at the chaos. In your own mini world, you could say. And the question is, what do you see, what do you perceive, and how do you feel? And it might be very possible that you are feeling grief, and that you're wondering what happened, and that you cannot comprehend it yet. Because every human being goes through the stadiums of adjustment. Yeah, the adjustment cycles. Yeah, like getting in denial. The planet has changed, our reality has totally changed, and it will never come back. Well, it's difficult to deal with that, so you deny it at first, and then you get angry, and then you resist it. And at some point in time you finally accept it, and at some point you are able to continue. But all these stadia you have to go through. So it's not for everybody the same where you are. If you already have gone through all of them, or that you are still resisting some things. So maybe you need some time, that's okay. Take the time, but keep moving. It's about moving. It's about playing a role in this movie that is over and getting into the new movie that's starting. Because what does it look like? I see your past before you, the past that you can go, the past that is laid out for you, that you choose before you started this incarnation. You chose it. And this path seems to lead to some sort of bridge. It has been a while that I saw bridges from the old world to the new world, but I see it now. And I see a bridge for each of us. So it's kind of an individual bridge. It's not for everyone at the same time. It's your bridge. And it looks a bit like a staircase leading to a higher level. Like the reality that is around us now is the old level, and there's a completely new level ready to step into, to start creating. And in a new level like in a computer game, has often has new boundaries, new rules, new challenges, and new possibilities. It seems to be the same as our new level. It's really new. So there's a lot to do and discover. And things will be possible. We will be able to do things that we barely were in the old world. Maybe a little bit. Well, like healing ourselves and rejuvenating, things like that. Maybe even flying. Well, as soon as we can do it, it's normal. Right now it sounds like crazy. That's never possible. Yes, it seems to be possible in a new level. If you can go in there with an open mind and try. So that's a challenge in itself. So what are you supposed to do now? Maybe, I think, find your path, find your bridge, and go up to the new level to play your authentic part as an actor in a new movie, the movie of the new earth. That's what you might do. And go on the bridge, go on the stairs is something you do alone, so you have to find the courage to do this and leave everything behind, knowing that the new is awaiting. So leaving everything behind is about things that you own, things that you achieved, your status, things like that. Leaving people behind also because they go their own way up. But once you get on the new level, you meet them again. Certainly the people that you are connected to, your soulmates, your soul family, you will find them again easily. And maybe the new world doesn't look all that different, but it's different in an essential part. In the part where it's about creating a whole new system, a whole new society with new rules also. And in the next videos I will talk more about how this new society might look and how we might deal with that. The challenge of, well, finding a new way of leadership and working and maybe even connecting to each other. For now, this is more than enough, I think, and I hope you can find your path and not be troubled too much by the chaos around you, and that you will have a very nice 2021 climbing up to the new level, and I hope to meet you there. Bye bye.